A goal of mine 3 years ago was to be in this position, but I knew it was going to take a lot of work. I had injuries and people started to question, could Tristan really do, could he ever be an NBA player? I think that just motivated me and just knew I had to keep working, and that's what I did all summer, and I put myself in an opportunity in the position that I'm in right now.
If a team tells you, we want you to play a garbage man type role for us, put backs, run the floor, finish around the basket, is that something that you'd be okay with?
Yeah, I'd be okay with it. At the end of the day, I want to win. So if the team needs me to do exactly what you said, run, put backs, guard the best defender, set screens, rebound, whatever it takes to win, I'm all about that, because at the end of the day, when you win, everyone else shines. Everyone shines.
In terms of your perimeter skills, looking at the way you shot free throws, you didn't shoot many jumpers this year. Should teams feel confident that you're going to be able to develop into an offensive threat down the road?
I feel teams are going to be pretty confident. Whenever drafting a prospect, you really look at his development from the beginning of the season to the end, and I feel that I made improvements during the year, and I feel I'm still young, and my work ethic is nonstop. I love to work, so I'm going to be a countless worker and just keep working and just get my game better.
What's it like to have a whole country behind you? It seems like the basketball fans in Canada are pretty enthusiastic and they're very, very supportive. What's that like?
It's humbling knowing that people really back home really, follow you and really are rooting for you. These days, a lot of people, instead of rooting for you, they're more against you and hoping that you fail. But knowing that I have a country rooting for me and hoping that I do well or get drafted to the right situation is, it's real fun and it puts a smile on my face.
Has there been any negative backlash from Texas fans about the fact that you said 100% I'm coming back and then you changed your mind?
Initially, people were, down, but at the same time, who wouldn't be? People love the Longhorns. The Austin community love their Longhorns. But at the end of the day, if you start looking now at people's reactions, they're more happy for me because they know what I've done, and I've been a good guy there, and I've done the right things. So I think they're happy for me and the decision that I made.
Do you regret, in hindsight, the way that things played out?
The way it went down at saying coming back and then entering? No, everything happens for a reason. God has a plan. At that moment, I could probably say I was probably a little caught up into the whole March Madness hype. I probably didn't say the right things. Should have said, there's a time to make the decision. But at the same time, you got to learn from it. And the Austin community knows where my heart is. I bleed burnt orange, and I'll definitely be back to finish and get a degree. My mom really instilled education into my lifestyle. I finished this first semester with a 4.0, so I really take school serious, and I plan on getting my degree in communications before it's all said and done.
Is that 4.0 out of 4.0?
Yeah, 4.0 out of 4.0.
So that's almost perfect.
Yes.
But you're going to be playing professional basketball. How are you going to be able to do the studies?
Oh, well, I've talked to our academic people, and they said, especially if the lockout kicks in, I'm going to probably go back to Texas and take classes or do online classes. Now, the way technology is now, you can actually just sit in a hotel on a road game and take classes on the computer. So there's a lot of doors that would be open for me.
Very good.
Do you feel you have something to prove to the teams about your offensive game?
I think just showing everyone what I've been working on. A lot of teams, when they bring you in, they really know what you're good at and what you're not good at. So the only thing you can really do is, help your stock by showing them stuff they didn't see while they're watching you. So for myself, maybe shooting, ball handling, stuff like that.
Because you're obviously been known as an energy guy, a rebounding guy, offensive rebounding. But are you trying to show them that you can step out on the floor a little bit? Do you want them to know that your game is diverse?
Yeah, definitely showing them that I'm not one-dimensional. I could be versatile, and you could put me at different spots on the court, and I could be effective. So going into workouts, just showing them different aspects of my game.
But what are you hearing right now about where you fit into the draft?
Honestly, people give you a lot of advice on, some people say, top 10, lottery, first round, but nothing's set in stone until, June 23rd. So I'm really just taking it as, okay, I appreciate what you guys think, but at the end of the day,
Right.
it's what I do on the court and how I produce in the workouts is going to really determine where I go.
Which organizations have asked you to work out for them?
The Rockets, Toronto, the Wizards. I think once Chicago's over, the Combine's over, more workouts will be set up.
Uh-huh. Do you have any favorites from your perspective, or you just wherever you go, that's where you are?
They're all my favorite.
Okay.
They're all my favorite. Whichever team calls Tristan Thompson to their city, I'll be ready. I'll be on the first flight.
Fantastic. You ready to go up there and put that hat on and shake David Stern's hand?
Definitely, and maybe throw hook 'em horns.
This is a pretty nerve-wracking experience, for any young man to go through. How easy is it for you to go through it with two teammates?
I think it makes the whole process a little bit easier, especially having Corey, me and him working on Houston together. When he's feeling nervous, I'm feeling nervous. We were able to, I guess, help each other out and really talk to each other, motivate. It's going to be all right. Whatever God has in plan for us is we can't control. So it's been a fun process, and we're just humble and blessed to have this opportunity.
What's your confidence in your face-up game in the pros?
I'm pretty confident. The more I work, the more comfortable I'm going to be facing up. I've been working endlessly with Coach Lucas, adding a face-up game to my my repertoire. So I feel pretty comfortable.
A lot of young men come into this, and they're not the kind of guys who have the charisma to sell themselves to teams. Do you feel like you're a guy that maybe has kind of the personality to maybe be a guy that teams kind of like on a personal level?
Yeah, I'm an outgoing guy. I get it from my mom. She'll come up to anybody and have a conversation. So I think I really took her personality, just being outgoing, because at the end of the day, people, we're all humans. We all like to laugh. We all like to have fun. So just gotta be myself and just put a smile on their face.
Is it fun selling yourself and talking to these teams, trying to convince them that you're a guy that could be the future of their franchise?
I wouldn't say just selling, just getting to know them on a personal level. Some people just try to keep it between straight basketball, but at the end of the day, you want to have a relationship with them. They might not draft you originally, but maybe 4 years from now, when you're a free agent or getting traded, having that prior relationship can definitely benefit you.